Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. I'm excited to be part of a hop today for Rise and Procrastinate's 500 YouTube subscriber celebrations. Rise and Procrastinate is actually way above 500 at this point, and we have joined together with Rise and Procrastinate to hop along together and create some fun fold cards. There is a prize available for this hop, so I would encourage you to check out all the people that are on the hop and comment, like, subscribe. We certainly appreciate it when you do that. And I would like to wish you the best of luck as you um, hope to win a prize. This is a card that I made using the Framelits stand-up die from Sizzix Stamps of Life. This is something that Stephanie Bernard designed when she was still with Sizzix. But it's a really cool stand-up card. Fun fold. It's a fun fold because you have to actually fold it more than once to get the stand-up part of it to work. And it makes a nice statement, I think, because of the design. And so what I've done to save a little time in creating this video, I went ahead and I die cut the card base, and then I ahead of time cut out a bunch of different of the interchangeable pieces that go onto the base using just some pattern papers that I had in my stash. These are older papers. Use what you have, and you'll come up with a nice design. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to adhere the pattern paper to the basically the inside of the card, and I'm using Beacon 3-in-1 glue. This is the only glue that I have ever found to use that doesn't make my card stock card base ripple from the wet. This is something that I discovered from a friend of mine, Janie the Craft Princess. She was the one who uses this, and that's where I learned about it from. And it's just a really nice glue. Even for the thinnest of cardstock, you won't have any of that warping that happens with your glue. So that's why I like it so much. And this is a very heavy duty base. The base that I'm using is white Brutus Monroe Not Your Mama's cardstock, which is like 130 pounds. It's really heavy duty cardstock. But even that would warp with other glues that I've used. And I've used every glue that's out there. I don't think there's a glue that has been made that I haven't tried. And it wasn't until I learned of this Beacon 3-in-1 that I actually found success in being able to glue even the thinnest pieces of paper down without having any kind of buckling. So this is part of the front of the card. You'll see what I mean here whenever I fold it. There it is. There's the fun fold. We're going to finish the inside first. So to complement the pastel colors, I've selected this pink cardstock. It complements the light green and the floral paper on the inside of this card. This has already been trimmed to the right size. I did that before filming in an effort to save time. And it's a pretty thin piece of paper, but you don't see that like leaking through or seeping through or anything like that. And then for the section here that I'm trying to cover with paper, I had to get my trimmer out. Just my, this is the paper trimmer that I've always had. It's just a Fiskars slide trimmer. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this. It's more of a hunter green. Still not small enough. I have to go just a smidgen smaller there. And it's more of a hunter green, more of a deep, like a darker green. Excuse me. That matches very well with the stand-up part of the card. So while I'm putting this together, let me tell you a little bit about our hop and how I learned about it. I'm part of the Courtney's Card Making Hop, Courtney's Card Making Hops Facebook group. And about once a month, this group will have hops. You can choose which ones you want to participate in and which ones you don't. And this one really caught my eye because I like the fun fold or the fancy fold cards. And I had used on this card a cutout from a paper pad that I had. And it has very nice saying on it. And then I also have placed these little flat back pearls onto, and I cut some of the footage out because I was struggling to get these pearls to lay properly. They had a little bit of adhesive on them, so they didn't want to work out very well for me. So I didn't include video of me securing every single pearl, but one of them anyways. And then I just looked at this and I just thought it needed something else. I just thought the green was kind of plain. So what I end up doing is grabbing a piece of this which complements the other section that I cut, and I'm just going to trim this down so that it has a border all the way around it, and it looks nice laying on the green cardstock. Um, I was having trouble getting the paper to stay still, so I just used some repositionable tape runner. This is not permanent, it's repositionable, meaning you can put it on and off your paper multiple times. And I still needed to cut a little bit more off, but because I had placed that repositionable tape runner, it made it so much easier to trim down. I also had to take a little bit off the side because I wanted to have a nice frame of green accenting it. Okay, so that is going to go right here. And with this fun fold card, you can actually write your sentiment on the inside. This card will fit into a regular A4 size envelope, and it's not a problem. You just fold it up and you can just put it right in the envelope without any problem. And then when the person who gets it in the mail, they can just pop it up because it's a fun fold. Even with that large centerpiece, it's still able to fit into an A2 card envelope. Next, I'm going to pull out some of my flowers and just embellish this section here of the card that I just adhered together. I have these Doris flowers, and it's just a process trying to figure out where to place it on the card and which flowers to use. I really was liking this large mint green flower. I just wasn't sure where I wanted to place it. And then I thought, oh, well, that panel was looking kind of lonely by itself. I think I'll put it on there. So again, I used the Beacon 3-in-1 because it holds this type of fabric very well without getting crusty or crumbly. It is really the best glue. I love it. I'm so glad that Janie encouraged, her viewers to try it. And I'm going to put a pearl in the middle of the flower. So it's not an overly fancy card. Here I'm using tacky glue. I just like the way that it adheres these flat back pearls. And plus it is a pretty permanent bond like immediately. And those little pearls can be pesky. So that adds a little bit of bulk to the card, but it's nothing that's too bulky. And if you're hand delivering the card, well, I guess you can't nowadays, thanks to all of us being quarantined in our homes from COVID-19, better known as the coronavirus. And here I'm just lining up all the different cards to make a sort of a nice ending screen. And then I have some photos that I took of the cards, and you can have a better look at them and how they look from the side to show you how it is a fun fold card. This one says happy birthday. The framelit stand-up die set comes with, at least 20 different dies, including these birthday sentiments that I've used. You are braver than you are braver than you know. Oh, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. So that's the end of my video, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the cards that I made using the Fun Fold. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I'd be glad to answer. And please, if you like the video, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that I can have a nice big giveaway myself. And then I'll be doing a blog hop as well, a video hop as well. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Bye bye.